Salutations, gentle viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am on Trafalgar Square, and behind me you can see a protest by the Chagossians. They've been camping out overnight and they've been leaving out photos and statements about their situation. It's not a very well-known predicament that they're in. So in 1971, if memory doesn't play me false, these people were expelled from their homeland. They'd done nothing wrong. They come from a group of islands in the Pacific Ocean, and this archipelago would make a useful base for the US military. So Harold Wilson, the Labour Prime Minister, had agreed it in the late 60s and is implemented under Edward Heath, the Conservative Prime Minister. And these people were forcibly removed and they were sent to Mauritius, where most of them have dwelt ever since, although some of them are now in the United Kingdom. They speak Creole, a form of French. Anyway, I'm not sure they got any compensation. They've been pretty dreadfully treated. You can see a John Pilger documentary about it. John Pilger is not my cup of tea, but I'm afraid to say that on this issue he is on the money. And under George W. Bush there was a talk about that they would be allowed to go back to visit the graves of their ancestors, and at the last minute even that was cancelled on the grounds of national security. So some people have been very ill-used for decades, and in 2016 the US military base had its lease extended by a further 20 years. So goodness knows when these people will ever see their native land again. It's dreadful, it's scandalous, I do feel terribly sorry for them. Now perhaps the US military could have had a base, one of the islands as a base, part of an island as a base, but I don't think there was any need to expel everyone. What an overreaction it was on the grounds of national security. You've got to ask how you would feel if you were forcibly removed from your home and not allowed back there for decades on this basis for a country which is not really your country. It was not even the United Kingdom was operating the base, because the UK had responsibility for the Chagos Islands. It's for the United States they were lending it to. So that's that. The Chagos Islanders. May their cause prosper.